What's good, y'all? This your boy D Money, and we on another episode of the A Lot of Fashion podcast. And what we're going to get into today is primarily building a product from nothing. But the top line is why consistency wins online. So make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you share with your friends and family. And make sure you binge watch all the other episodes that we have so that way you can continually grow and scale your brand and business. Now let's get right into it. Topic line right here is consistency equals trust. Faster than viral moments. It's just that simple. See, the thing is that one, viral moment can create attention, but consistency keeps people coming back and watching. So it's just like customer retention. Once you put out a solid product and people, buy the product, if it's really a good product, they're gonna come back for that product. And even when you put out a new product, whether the product is a sequel to the previous product or just a brand new product in whole. So the thing is that when you're consistent, it's just a matter of, understanding that you're building trust with the customer. You want to put out quality, high quality, premium products, and you want to put out a solid storyline so that way it relates with the customer. So every time you put out this message, it's consistently hitting home for the customer. Not only scaling your brand, whether it be, through the views, the conversions, and etc. as far as analytics, but also just from a mental and psychological standpoint. The main thing is, number one, the algorithm rewards activity. So, platforms reward consistency. It's just that simple. That's why when you post or you're on Instagram pretty much half the day, they're gonna reward your views, they're gonna reward, you getting shared, you getting put out there as far as one of the main posts every time that you post, because you're using different features on the app, you're using different story engagement features, you're editing your pieces on the app. They want you to use these different things so that way you start to advertise them because it becomes a part of your brand. So when it becomes a part of your brand, it doesn't look like, just because they asked you to, advertise that piece of product that they have, it doesn't look like it's generic. It looks like it's authentic. Regular posts increase discovery. So when you are putting yourself out there on a regular basis, people think this is your norm. You feel what I'm saying? They understand this is your system, this is your routine, this is how your business works. And that creates a sense of credibility for your brand over time. Momentum compounds over time. Daily visibility, staying relevant. It's like how the comedian Vina on Facebook always said, and that be on Wild 'N Out. You gotta stay relevant because you keep reinventing yourself. Like I just said, the platforms reward you through the consistency, but the regular posts as well to improve your discovery. The momentum compounds over time. So that builds that audience retention. Number two is repetition builds recognition. Familiarity creates that and consistency, through your messaging strengthens the brand identity. So when you're doing, things like events that are, on a traditional basis, whether it be periodically throughout the year or once a year, people start to feel that trust. When you start to create a podcast and you're posting once a week or once every 2 weeks, people start to, see that familiarity with the things that you're doing, so that way they can tap in and feel like they're a part of what you are doing. Number 3 is discipline over motivation. Motivation fades. You see, the sun doesn't rise on motivation, because if the sun rises on motivation, we would never see the sun even through the dark days. Like, the sun gets a break on the dark days and still shows up. So that's how you gotta be with your brain. You gotta be able to show up through the tough times, show up when you're tired. Like, I didn't even wanna be here today in order to record these 3 episodes, to record Rulers Universe content, and also behind the scenes content with the live stream. But I'm here, and I'm here doing it for y'all, so that way y'all can get the free game that you need in order to build your brains. That's what it's about. Thinking of doing things outside yourself. When you are a business, it's not about you no more. It's about everybody else that's around you. It's just like when you have employees, you don't pay yourself first. Pay your employees first, and then you pay yourself. That's how you sustain the brand. Systems sustain growth. And just like what I'm saying, when you have systems behind what you're doing, and you're not thinking behind yourself and your own mindset and all about me, then things grow, things sustain and scale, and you're able to do more for not only yourself, but the others around you. Consistency separates professionals from hobbyists. I hope that doesn't go over your head. Consistency separates professionals from hobbyists. And there's a lot of hobbyists out here that play as professionals. I've dealt with it coming up in the game, you feel me, through these 8 years, as far as owning my own brand. 15 just learning the game, you feel me? So it's like, you're gonna see a lot of hobbyists, you're gonna see a lot of people playing like they know what they're talking about and know what they're doing, but they really don't, even if they're catching, views or not. But at the end of the day, you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta do the proper research. You gotta know where to go. You gotta understand who to talk to and who not to talk to, and when not to talk to anybody. And mostly it's not to talk to anybody. It's just to focus in on what you're doing, get that shit done, have it in high quality, and make sure that you're consistent with everything. Like I always say, put a solid plan together, do your research, execute that motherfucker, and all your dreams and goals will come to fruition. Keep visualizing, start living like royalty. I am out.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of A Lot of Fashion. We appreciate you guys for liking and subscribing and also staying tuned through the whole episode. Make sure that you take these business gems and start visualizing your purpose. I am out.